Good morning, good morning. This is Manny Magoo. Good morning, traders. It's Sunday, May 16th, and I figure I post a video just to show you what I'm doing as I'm preparing for the week ahead. Looking at a couple of different stocks. Again, this video is for entertainment purposes only, but I just wanted to show you exactly what I do in order to get prepared for the week ahead. It's important to have a plan. If you don't have one, well, just like anything else, you're probably not going to do well. So, Sundays I take a couple hours in the day. I go through charts. I analyze the spiders, the QQQ. I look at the different indexes and kind of see where we're at, okay? And then I make my decision. Usually I have, 3 to 5 stocks on my radar. That's pretty much all I need. I don't need to get complicated. I don't need to over trade. I just need them to break either a weekly high or a weekly low, and I'm in the trade. It's pretty much that simple. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce to you here, I'm looking at American Airlines. The ticker symbol is AAL. AAL. Okay, so I have it up here. This is a daily chart. These are daily price action candles. Okay, so the first thing I do is I'm going to go to my monthly chart. Okay, so here's a monthly chart. These are all monthly candles. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the previous month's candle, which is April, and I'm going to draw a line on the high, and I'm going to draw a line on the low. Okay, so the April high on American Airlines is $24.85. So I'm going to take my line, $24.85. Let me just put it in here, $24.85. And I use Thinkorswim, by the way. And I highlight my my monthly highs and lows, and I put them in yellow, so I know. So I've got a high of $24.85. $24.85, that's correct. And the low here is $19.64. So I'm going to put a $19.64. And there you have it. Let me change this to yellow. Okay, and I'm done for the month. Now, why did I like American Airlines? Well, number one, with the vaccines rolling out, things are getting, I think, a little bit more relaxed. People are probably dying to travel. Hopefully, transportation doesn't increase too much with inflation, but at the same time, I know even people pay a little bit more just to, go see their loved ones or just take a vacation. School is coming to an end here, so I know a lot of people are planning to get away. And I'm looking at a monthly chart, and I see some, consolidation in the last 3 months. Consolidation meaning that the bulls and bears are kind of fighting each other, and they're getting an idea of what direction they want to take this in. But as of right now, again, until American Airlines breaks the monthly high of $24.85, it's definitely not going to go any higher. So the next thing I do is I go to a weekly chart, and here's a weekly chart. And what I do now, the monthly highs and lows, I keep them on there for the remaining month of May. Okay, I do not change them. When May is over and we have a new month, well, then what I do is I go back and I take the high and the low of the month of May, and I leave them there for the month of June. Okay, the only thing I change on every week are my weekly highs and lows. Okay, so as you can see here, this is last week's high. They call this a hammer. Hammers are actually, if you know about candles, I learned a little bit about everything, So, the more I learn, the more informed I am. So, this candle here is actually bullish, to be honest with you. So, I'm going to draw a line here on that weekly high, 22.54. So, 22.54, and I'm going to edit it. Have it, 22.54, and that's last week's high on American Airlines. I'm also going to put last week's low, $20.62, and I'm going to make a line here at $20.62. Okay? Now, let me explain to you how simple I trade, okay? I don't want to make it complicated. If you don't know support, if you don't know resistance, I advise you to learn it, okay? But even if you didn't know support and you didn't know resistance, stocks could only do three things, folks. They could go up, they go down, or they go sideways. That's it. In order for a stock to move, it has to break a previous period's resistance, okay, in order for it to move up. Make sense? So, in order for a stock to move up, it has to break a previous period's resistance. In order for a stock to move down, it has to break a previous period support, okay? So, right now, American Airlines is at $22.40. So, it's in between last week's high of $22.54, and it's in between the low of $20.62, correct? Okay, so what do? Well, $22.54 is my weekly high. If American Airlines, which it's almost there at $22.40, if American Airlines breaks the high of $22.54, I'm going to take the trade to the long side, okay? Now, if American Airlines comes back, I know that $22.54 is then going to be my support, correct? So what do? If it breaks $22.54, I might have a stop at $22.50. I might have a stop at $22.40. It's up to you. I cannot tell you when to get out of a trade, okay? It's up to you. Everybody trades differently. Everybody has different sizes. I usually go very heavy, especially when I'm day trading. I go heavier. Why? I'm very disciplined to get in only on the break, and I'm also very disciplined to get out if it doesn't work. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know where things are going to go, okay? All I know is that if I get a break of $22.54, I'm going to take it long, knowing that $22.54 now is support, okay? I also know that if American Airlines goes down, and let's say breaks last week's low of $20.62, well, I'm going to probably short it, okay? I play both ways. So, I'll short it knowing that now $20.62 is no longer support. What is it now? It's resistance. So if it breaks back above $20.62, well, I get out, okay? The trade didn't work. And that's pretty much how I trade. I keep it real simple. Now, obviously, folks, I do research on a lot of other things. Once I'm in the trade, I'm in a shorter term time frame, and I'm immediately looking at, the next area's possible resistance, the next area's possible support. Okay? So, as soon as I'm in the trade, I have to start looking for that. Maybe I might go to a 5-minute chart or even an hourly chart, and I'm going to notice areas that I believe are going to be areas of resistance. For example, if we break $22.54, well, the next area of real resistance I see on American Airlines is right. I'll show you. Hope you can see this. This candle right here. Okay, I'm not sure what day it is there. What day is this? Let's see if it even tells me what day it is. Yeah, 4/15/21. Okay, so April 15th of 2021, we have a high on this candle here of $22.74. And that's when the move, it hit that area back on that date, and it just started to come on down. So I know now that if we start marching up to that area, well, I know I'm going to have resistance up there. Okay, that candle's high, $22.74. So it's up to me. Do I want to take profit before it gets there? Do I want to wait and see if it gets there and breaks it and might continue running? I mean, that could happen. It's totally up to me. Looking at a daily chart, this is a daily chart. Let's see, where else do I see some resistance? Well, here's that candle. There you go. There's that candle on 4/14. Okay. 20. Let's see. Let's see, this candle here. This is the 415 candle now. So 415, we've got 23.35. That's going to be another area of possible resistance. Okay? So once I'm in the trade, I just don't, forget about it. I monitor it. I look for a possible run. If not, if it pulls back and breaks the line going back down, guess what? I get out. I can always take the trade again. Doesn't mean I can't take the trade. Or even if American Airlines breaks this low of 2062, okay, and then I wait for it to come back and break it back above 2062. I love playing those back inside, plays. All right, so I like American Airlines. I'm looking at Boeing as well, okay? Again, Boeing, what do? First thing I do is I go to a monthly chart, okay? I get my drawing tool right here in Thinkorswim, and I go to last month. Last month we had an inside month. What is an inside month? Well, as you can see, the March high and March low, and then you have here the April high and low. The April high and the April low is inside. It was never strong enough to break the previous month's high, but the April candle was not weak enough to break the previous month's low. So what's an inside week or an inside month? It's months of indecision. Bears and bulls are fighting each other for a direction, okay? And right now, to tell you the truth, the Bears actually won in April. So if you would have taken this trade and you would have taken the break of $230.22, which was April's low, well, Boeing went all the way down to $219.07. Okay, so I'm going to draw a line on my monthly low. Let's put it there. Okay, what's that again? And I make it directly to the penny. So 230.22. Let me put that there. 230.22. 230.22. Okay, and I'm going to make it yellow. So there you have it. And then my high is 260.48. Okay, so that's my high, 260.48. Going to edit it. Make sure it's completely aligned. 260.48 and 260.48. Okay, and I make it in yellow. So there you have it. There's my high and low for the month of April, 260.48, 230.22. I go to a weekly. Okay, I'm going to go to my weekly chart. I'm going to map out the high of last week, which was Friday's close, 241.10. Okay, so there you go, 241.10, 241.10, and 241.10. Okay, there you have it. Okay, the low, 219.07. 219.07. And there you have it. 219. Oops. All right, there you go. And there you have it. Okay, so there you go. There's my weekly lows. So, Boeing. Do I know if Boeing's going to break, last week's high? I have no clue. 241.10 it's got to go to. Okay? I've got a monthly here of support at 230.22. Actually, resistance now, because Boeing is actually below the previous month's low. So here's a good sign, actually. So let's go to a daily chart. All right, and let me zoom in right in this area here. Okay. All right. You see that yellow line, 230.22. That's last month's low. Right now, it's acting as an area of resistance. Now, monthly candles hold a lot more weight than weekly candles. So what does that tell you? If we can get a break of Boeing at 230, let me just say it again, 230.22, you better believe I'm going to take this trade. Okay, because now we're back inside the previous month's low. We've broken back above and back inside the previous month's low, meaning we broke that area of resistance. Now, what if Boeing starts coming down again? Well, Boeing could come down. And it could easily break last week's low, 219.07. If it breaks 219.07, I go short. If Boeing breaks above 230.22, Matty Magoo is going long. It's that simple. Now, if it breaks above 230.22, I know that 230.22 now is going to be support. It's up to me when to get out. I can get out at 230.20, lose 2 pennies. I can get out at 229. I can get it's up to you, folks. Remember one thing: the sooner you cut a loss, the faster you can make it back. Okay? But everybody's different. Everybody trades with different amounts of money. Everybody trades with different amount of size. All I can tell you from my experience is that never let a loss ruin weeks and months. Sometimes it takes years for it to get back. Okay, so keep your losses tight. That's preservation of capital is very important in this business. The only way I can do it for a living is because I lose, folks. I lose a lot. I mean, I don't always win. Okay, I lose, I win. But I do this for a living, and I know that at the end of the month, I like to make money every month in order to pay my bills, in order to put money away, in order to save, in order to do this, in order to do that. But at the same time, you have to be disciplined. If you're not disciplined in this business, it will eat you alive. You will not last as a trader in this business. And 99% of the game is psychological. I'm not a better trader than you are. You're not a better trader than I am. I have, years upon years of experience. And believe me, I've made every mistake in the book. That's why I can, I like to speak about it, because I don't want anyone else making the same mistakes I have had. I think it's important that, you really understand that trading is, to me, it's a gift. There's no place you can go to in the world and have tens of thousands of businesses to choose from to invest in and make money in. There's an opportunity every day. The stock market owes me absolutely nothing. As a matter of fact, I owe the stock market because it gives me an opportunity to be in business every single day. Okay, but without money, guess what? You can't be in business, just like any business. So you have to take calculated risks, and I hope you all are. If you could, folks, hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. It helps me little by little as I'm growing the channel as best as I possibly could. I never done this before. I'm kind of new at making YouTube videos and all that. I've been trading my own money for many, many years now. I used to help other people, other investors when it came to trading, but I decided to, I like teaching it. I enjoy it. I'm a price action trader. I'm very knowledgeable in this industry, and I'm more than happy to help any one of you. Please comment below if you have any questions. You can also email me, hunterchasetrading@gmail.com. And folks, I hope you enjoy your weekend. The examples I gave on BA and American Airlines doesn't mean that I'm going to be playing the stocks on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. I'm just giving you an example of what I do in order to prepare, in order to move forward. As far as scanning the markets, I'm not going to tell you which stock to pick. You can go out, pick your own. But again, I think this is a good illustration of what you should do in order to analyze a stock. Okay? So anyway, enjoy the weekend. Trade safe next week. A lot of things going on. And happy Sunday, folks.